Hey, what is up, everybody? It's been over a year since I last uploaded, and honestly, it doesn't feel like it's been that long, but I'm happy to be back. This video is going to be a lot different than my older uploads. I've been wanting to make videos like this that are more personal and genuine, videos that make you reflect a little or feel inspired. So I'm using this as kind of a fresh start and also to give some brief insight into the type of videos I want to start uploading moving forward. So I'll leave this here and let the rest of the video. So I'll leave this here and let the rest of the video speak for itself. Hope you guys enjoy. Today I wanted to make a little bit of a different video, and I think I'm going to title it The Art of Doing Less. And I'm just going to get straight into it. I don't want to really drag on anything. I just want to kind of have this be more of a expression session. I'll call it that, an expression session. I really feel like recently I've been very much in my own head and putting a lot of pressures on my own self. I'm not allowing myself to have fun doing things I enjoy. Like, I'm always feeling like I need to do things a certain way or be there for people and show up for them, and I lose sight of showing up for myself. And it's like I'm always constantly trying to juggle my personal things that I want to do and the things that need to get done, and I feel like I struggle balancing between things I want to do and things that just need to be done, like going to work. Because right now it's like I'm at that point where 24 years old, bills need to get paid. I have more responsibilities than I did when I was 19, and I'm also going to school, so my time is very much split up. The free time that I have, I want to be doing things that push me towards my future, and a lot of the times I fall short, or not even fall short, but I want to do all these things creatively, and then I'm just held back by school, work, having to meet deadlines, and then also balancing time with friends, family. And it's like I try to do that every single day, all these 10 different tasks. And I was just sitting thinking right now while I was working on an assignment or trying to work on an assignment, I was mostly looking at the screen, just dreading it. And even though it should be something I should be enjoying, because I signed up for these classes because it was a genuine interest, and yet even though it's an interest, I'm still finding myself having a lot of resistance on completing the task. So I was really like asking myself why, and I think the underlying reason is I've been putting too much pressure on myself, like I said earlier, and that's why I titled this video The Art of Doing Less. Instead of focusing on doing all those 10 tasks at once, I should really focus on structuring my days and even weeks on like specific tasks. So one day is one specific thing I focus on, and then another day is another thing I focus on, because during the week I'm busy. That's when I have school and work, and the weekends can be for more personal stuff and social stuff. But I've never really liked structure. I've always wanted to do things spontaneously based off of my intuition and how I feel and how much peace and joy it brings me. But sometimes joy can be misleading. Just because something is joyful and feels good and brings you happiness doesn't automatically make it good for you. Because even things that are bad for you can make you feel great. And that's a common thought in my own mind. It's like trying to find that balance within things. And that's why I really like the yin and yang symbol. It's a balance, and something is going to counteract that balance. Yin and yang are opposites, but when you put them together, that's when you create balance. And I want to find the balance between joy and discipline, and not overwhelming and overworking myself. And I feel like that structure is what's going to get me there, because like I said, I've always been into that spontaneous side of things, and that really hasn't been serving me. That's what kind of makes me spiral mentally. It's like too much freedom is causing stagnation. Like an abundance of choices is making me not choose anything. I'm just always thinking of what I could do and should do instead of actually doing it. So with the structure, it's allowing me to do less. And it reminds me of the saying, less is more. Because with a structure, it allows me to focus on less but achieve more. That way I'm not focused on these 10 different activities that I'm trying to do. Instead, the structure allows me to assign different tasks on different days and create momentum in that way. And structure is something I've never really had, I've always disliked it. And to be honest, I think that's a false way of thinking. It's like a contradiction in a way, because I am in a routine already. I'm just not really considering it to be a routine. I guess the way that I would look at a routine is doing something that I wouldn't want to do and being stuck to it like a ritual. Like being forced to do something. I guess that was always how I seen a routine, but routine doesn't have to be that way. It could be very positive. It could be something that you're choosing to do with your time instead of being forced to do with your time, because like I said, whether we like it or not, we're all in a structure. Even from when we're young, like as a kid, going to school, that's a structure. You wake up in the morning, get dressed, go to school, go to classes. The bell tells you when class is over. The bell tells you when lunch is. The bell tells you when you're done with the day. So I've really always had structure in my life. I've just never accepted it or wanted it to be like that. But now I'm seeing it in a new light, seeing how powerful structure can be in achieving what I want with doing less, art of doing less. And instead of overthinking, I'm allowing myself to just be present, be in the moment, and just have fun. I feel like I've been so uptight with so many things, and I have a vision and I see the outcome of where I want to be. But where I'm at now is fighting with me achieving that outcome, because it's like, how am I going to get there with all these distractions laid out in front of me? But those distractions I'm creating myself, because it's all in my mind. I'm the one that's putting pressure. I'm the one that's giving value to these things. But the very thing that I've been so quick to dismiss is the thing that's going to be most helpful. And I've known this too. I've just lost sight of it. I remember probably like 5 years ago, at this point, it's been a while, I told my little sister, because she was overwhelmed about homework and she was focusing on all the assignments she had to do. And I told her, I'm like, hey, just focus on one task at a time. After you get that done, tackle the next and go from there. You know, it's like a snowball effect. You just do one thing leading into another thing that leads to another thing, and it just compounds over time. And reflecting on that memory, I'm not practicing what I'm preaching, and that's why I'm also making this video. It's a way to show myself where I'm at, and also a way to express myself towards an audience that cares to listen. A message for anyone who's receptive to it, and anyone who's going through anything similar that I'm experiencing, because I know this is a universal experience. I know there's a lot of people out there that are trying to do things, trying to grind, trying to make a name for themselves, trying to make money, make an income, and have fun doing it. And with me, I just want to express myself. I just want to be creative. I want to have an outlet where I could just be myself and not have any true worries. And if I can help others while achieving my passions, then that's the greatest good, in my opinion. Achieving your dreams while inspiring others. I feel like that is my purpose. I don't like seeing people, including myself, feeling low or being down on themselves and feeling like they can't do or achieve things that they want to achieve. I feel like we can overcome all these obstacles. It's just we overcomplicate things, and it shouldn't be like that. Things should be simple. The art of doing less. Instead of doing more, we can think of ways on to simplify the things we've already been doing and already know to achieve the outcome that we see ourselves achieving. And I honestly didn't even expect myself to make this video, because it's currently 10:30 almost p.m. and I have a work meeting at 5, but I was just so down on myself. And then my dad came into my room and he asked me how I was doing. And not gonna lie, I got a little emotional thinking about it. I'm like, dang, how do I really feel? And I told him, honestly, I don't even know. I'm in my head right now. I feel like I just put too much pressure on myself. He agreed. He was like, you do. And I didn't take that to offense. He sees how I am, and I called it out for what it is, and he reflected that back to me. And it confirmed that outlook on myself. So after some thinking and little conversation with my dad, it just made me reevaluate things and want to change things. And I feel like I've been on that path for a couple years now, just wanting to really dive in and change aspects of myself that I feel need improvement. But I've been approaching it in such a counterintuitive way, and now I'm just seeing everything in a new light, through a new lens, a new perspective. And sometimes we need to take those steps back to progress forward. And I remember seeing something online. It was on an Instagram reel. I was just doom scrolling and I seen a post talking about doing more than nothing today. And that just stuck with me, because you don't need to overachieve to progress. As long as you show up and do a little bit of something, that's what matters. Showing up for yourself shows that you care for yourself. And over time, you'll keep inspiring yourself. And I feel like for me, my fear has just been holding me back. My fear and overthinking, all these other distractions. And honestly, my feed be having a lot of like self-improvement stuff that I really enjoy. But I feel like I see it so often that I don't really give it the value that it truly has. Because a lot of the stuff that I hear is very, very powerful. Like if you actually apply it, it's just, that's the thing. I don't apply it. But I'm ready to change that. I'm ready to really make an effort to change the way I've been doing things. And that includes the videos I post on this channel. That's why I'm even recording myself doing this right now. And I don't even know how to end this. I just know that I'm on here to talk about my own like personal struggles, I guess. And put it out there just to get the ball rolling on me posting again, because there's so many video games I want to make let's plays on and just have fun, have my channel be like a safe place and like a place of laughs and enjoyment and introspection, self-development, self-growth, a place where you could just wind down. And I kind of want to be like a big brother of the internet in a way, like, because I'm the oldest sibling in my family, and I feel like I've always been a role model, because not only am I the oldest sibling, I'm also the only male. I feel like there's definitely been a strong sense of responsibility that I've grown into, and I wanna embrace that. But before this video gets any longer, I just wanna leave it at that, just the art of doing less and my vision for the future of this channel. And I wanna leave it with this final thought. Summarize what I was saying in this whole video. I feel like we should find things to remove from our life, discovering ways to simplify what we do in order to progress, instead of finding things that we can do more of to achieve that same outcome. Like, why do we have to put so many obstacles in our own way in the pursuit of getting something we do want? It should be the opposite. We should figure out how many obstacles we can remove out of our way to achieve what we want. And that's basically the whole premise of this video. That's the summary of my thought process. I think that's powerful. I think a lot of stress can be resolved from that, as well as clarity. I think clarity will come from that stress being resolved, because there's not as many distractions and your mind is not overloaded with all these negative thoughts. Instead of negative thoughts, you're focusing on a more positive outlook and how you're going to achieve these things. Instead of looking at the things you have to overcome, you're looking at the things you can remove, how benefit yourself in achieving whatever it is you desire. But yeah, I just want to leave this video with that last thought, and I'm excited to see how we progress and move forward with the videos that I post on this channel. With that being said, I hope my words made sense and I was able to articulate my thoughts in a way where it could be understood, and hopefully whoever's listening can resonate with this and find value in it. If one person does, then I think that's a win. But with that being said, hope you guys are doing well. Keep your heads up always. Never lose sight of the things you want to achieve. With time, things happen, you know. You never know what will happen in 5 to 10 years if you just keep on being persistent. So yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.